This video we're taking a look at Oregon's offense and their bunch set, different base plays they like to run out of it, look at some play actions and everything. So we're going to dive right in to the Oregon Ducks offense and what they like to run out of their bunch sets. Very first look right here is just a version of duo, probably a lot of teams' favorite run play here, and a great look to run it here against Stanford. For whatever reason, they're kind of shifted that direction. They had motion in from 3x1 into this bunch, and basically they're just running their inside zone this direction. But when they talk about duo, they're trying to cut back to this side. When they do it out of bunch, they base there, go up to the safety, leave this corner as the free guy, and try to make him make the play. And right here, as the ball's getting snapped, you see you want to get downhill, make these linebackers step in so these double teams can get up to him. That's what happens right here. Great double team right here to the front side. This fullback that had come into the inside receiver in this bunch, he's working through that hip up to this linebacker here. Going to kick right there. Easy kick because he had outside leverage, and he's going to work up to the safety, straight downhill, make these linebackers step up. Now he's going to bounce where they want to right there for that duo. Everything's pinned all the way up to the safety square. Give him a two-way cut right there. Now you're on a corner. He's going to have to try to make a play. If you make him miss, you got a chance to score right there. That's what they do right there. So they make the corner miss, which is obviously a guy that typically doesn't like to tackle. Now you got this safety trying to roll back over the top, see if he can tackle before he gets there to the end zone, but can't quite get there. Big play right there, just the duo right there at a bunch. And this is one of those plays that most teams have in their playbook, trying to get to that front side, overload that bunch, especially if you can get a tight end, maybe another tight end or fullback here as well to help block. Get all the way up to that corner, make him tackle. Great design, great play right there against Stanford's defense. Another run play that's really versatile here out of bunch is to just run truck. They're going to down block right down that end, pull the tackle. This outside receiver should be working through that hip up to this linebacker's safety, and you got the fullback pulling out there as well to lead. Doesn't quite work out like they want to. They even get called for a hold right here on this one. But as you see as well, they toss it. Same side toss out there so you can get wide there to the boundary. Trying to get downhill after stretching it. They got called for a hold right here by the guard. But you can see what they're trying to do. A couple pullers out there. Really wanting to pin right there with the point of the bunch and the outside receiver, work up to that linebacker, and then get a couple guys kick and lead on that safety that's filling. Doesn't quite work out like they're hoping it would. They still walk into the end zone, but they do get called for a hold right here on this one. Here's a lot better example of this truck. Again, going to down block right here, and this guy's actually going to work up. Ends up being middle linebacker from the backside, working over there. He ends up pinning. Everybody else is scooping. Tackles pulling right there, and fullback's pulling as well. So right there again, same side toss. Flips it out there. There's already circled the defense. Did a pretty decent job right here on this pin. Gets a little bit too much penetration for what I would like. You probably want to be a little bit more solid right there on that block. But yeah, your fullback out. This is a linebacker working over the top. Going to kick him. Now here's your tackle working all the way up to the safety. And that's the alley you're looking for. So he gets a kick there because he's trying to keep contained. These guys trying to run the alley. Getting vertical right there. You even got all your other linemen that had scooped. Getting out in front right there. About 6 yards before he gets touched by the backside safety. Makes him miss. Turns to an explosive play. So this is another great example, just like the duo, of finding a way, if they don't adjust enough to your bunch set, that you can toss it out there, get numbers, and really get overload to that side whenever you get that bunch, especially if you're working with tight ends, fullbacks in that bunch set, just like Oregon is right here, creating explosive plays with that truck. A couple things right here on this play. Obviously, motion and across here. This is another one of our favorite motions. From the outside receiver, working across, turning into a two receiver set over here, running lots of different things as well. So this turns it into where you're just basically a twin set. And you're running counter. You're going to kick here, lead to the front side, double there to the back side, block back, gap hinge there by the tackle, and they're running it with the same side run here by the running back. So he's coming here, and then he's coming right back downhill, trying to scrape tight to that double team, let this kick happen. He gets way upfield, easy kick. There's your lead. Fullback got all the way around. Front side shoulder gets a kick so he can get vertical. And now he's rolling right there. Great change up after you're seeing that duo go that direction to the bunch and that truck. Now you're going back to the opposite side. Going straight counter, getting downhill with one of the best backs in the country. And right there, they allowed him to go straight vertical right at the goalpost. Anytime you can go that direction on counter, that's exactly what you want. Shoulder pad square. Huge play right there on a play that probably everybody has in their playbook. Now we look at some of the run game. We're going to look at some of the passing game play action and everything like that. Again, here's this motion that they like to do, running right there. Once this ball gets snapped, O-line's going outside zone. I think right here they're actually running outside zone, so this could be a hand. Quarterback's basically reading this in here if he gets upfield. This is very similar to what Texas ran. If he gets upfield, they're going to hand the ball off. If he tightens down where he knows he can get the edge, or he's going to pull it and get the edge. And we're looking for, you got to bang it here by the outside. You got a vertical on the outside. From the guy that motioned across, you got a vertical. So there's your number one, number two, then you got three here to the flats. And you look at it, Bo Nix, he's looking, and he ends up taking number one right there to the bang it. He's got space for it, gets a completion there against Cal. But you can see what else he had. He has got a vertical outside. And, of course, if this guy would have dropped underneath that bang 8, he's got 3 right there in the flats where he can get an easy completion right there. But right there, he took number one option on that bang 8 right behind that linebacker who was playing low. Big play right there. Really interesting look out of that bunch set. It's a great play here out of bunch that a lot of teams are running, and we call it weak flood right here as far as what the concept would be. So he's working across. Here's your number one. You look for this post. You're getting this puller right here trying to get these linebackers to step in, and you got a fullback here. So you got a 6-7 man pro based on this guy's check release and going to the flat. So you got a post, check release to the flats. He's working across on a climb, and then he's got a dig here. So we'd say, hey, we're going to look 1, 2, and basically you got a high-low here. As far as these guys are concerned, you could possibly 3 to check down, or you could find 3 to that dig right there as well. So what they do here is they actually switch releases. You got your outside guy, he works inside of this and gets over to that climb. So right here, if you're looking at it, there's the play fake looking for 1. Does this post went over the top of that safety? That safety's getting way off. So now you're finding 2. These linebackers that step down with that play fake and that puller. Good easy 2-ball right there. Not extremely accurate right here. Receiver has to get down, but he's so open. Easy throw and catch. And of course, if these guys would have been getting tons of depth, you got a chance to check it down right here to the back. But on this one, he's able to take number 2 because everybody's off on that post. Tons of space right there on that crosser. Here's another look. This time just motioning out to get to this bunch set, but still you're going to get a post. You're getting this guy that motion across. He's get the cross. You got a dig. Fullback staying in, so it's at least a 6-man pro. Probably going to check release to the flats here with the back as well. So we'll take a look and see what happens. Again, here's the puller trying to get these linebackers to step up. Good hard play fake looking for the post. Safety's over the top. Reset your feet, find 2. Easy throw and catch right there over the top of those linebackers. On a 2-ball, as you see, he's not just absolutely drilling it, but he's got some good pace to it. Over top of that linebacker, huge catch. There's the dig. That would have been the number 3 option right here, but he had number 2, so you got to go ahead and take that guy. Easy throw and catch. Now he's rolling. Again, huge play right there with that weak flood, a little bit of play action out of that bunch. The protection for is great, and then also it's an easy way to get a high-low flood concept to the one receiver side, especially out of that bunch. Here's another really good versatile concept that Oregon ran a couple times, especially out of bunch to the boundary. They're going to go with double post here. Probably going to look 1, 2. You got an out, up, and then you've got this guy who's going to check swing, possibly free release swing on this one. Looks like he's checking as he's getting out. But right here, takes text in a cover 3. You got this post going to hold this one high safety, this post taking that corner over the top. Everybody's giving tons of ground. And the real thing is you're getting a high-low on this outside linebacker who's a flat defender, getting it out, and then he's going vertical right into the hole shot. That guy's getting width. Now, of course, if he's chasing right there, you check it down and get a completion. But right there, he starts peeking into the backfield, seeing this guy working to the flat, so he settles a little bit, and that ball's already getting out into that hole shot. So right there, about 12 yards on the sideline to the boundary. Easy throw and catch right there. You got double post look, and this happens pretty quick, especially right here if you're seeing cover 3. And it looks like there's a little bit of a play fake, acting like he's tossing that ball to him. He's getting his eyes to that safety and seeing what's happening, make sure that safety stays high. Corner chases, gives ground. Now it's a high-low here. Great ball, great pace to it. Easy throw and catch right there. Here's another look at the same thing. You're getting these double posts here. You're getting this guy just wheeling on the sideline. And again, they're going to fake like they're going to toss. They ran truck quite a few times in this game, so I think this is probably what these defenders are seeing, is this back flaring out there, and he fakes the toss to him. These guys are really getting down hard, these double posts, taking the safety in the corner. And now that tight end just getting into that second level and getting into the hole shot right there, so it's an easy throw and catch. Great concept there to the boundary, especially when you've been running that truck concept, and those guys have been getting a little antsy trying to fill the alley on that toss. Easy throw and catch, getting behind the defenders there by that tight end fullback. This play here that I thought was really interesting. Bunch set over here to the field, and of course this is a 2-point conversion. They motion this guy out, get him wide, and it causes a little bit of confusion. These guys are trying to talk about it. They're still in man-to-man, so this guy has to run all the way out here. And what they end up doing is they've got like a slant out here, which would be the number 1 look, and then you're working basically levels across. So his eyes go over here. He doesn't like it. Now there's number 2 coming across. He was the outside of the bunch. He's working across right there. That'd be number 2. So you're going 1, 2. You've got point of the bunch right here. He's going to go dig. This fullback works out, and then he works back to the middle of the field. So I think it'd be 1, 2 on the crosser, 3 possibly on this dig, and then 4 working back in late, and then 5 possibly check down there to the back. But right here, 1 don't like it. Number 2 coming across don't like it. Now he finds number 3. Has tons of space right here. This ball gets batted down, but you can see what was happening. You see 3, how he works out to the defender. He already has outside leverage, so right there he sticks at his leverage. Boom, sticks at his leverage, and then gets friendly to the quarterback. Tons of space right there if you can get it up and over. Just not quite able to get over that defensive line for that 2-point conversion. But right there, I thought it was a really interesting concept and how they kind of had to switch that off there to defend that out of that bunch set and that fullback working back in. Here's another look that's somewhat similar. He works across, motions into this bunch set. It's not exactly what you'd say is the same concept, but right here, you got some sort of smash down here. You got a corner, some sort of a flat here by the fullback. And on this one, again, he's coming underneath. He works out and then works back in. He ends up running an out route here as well. But on this one, USC doesn't do a great job. I think they're playing man-to-man. He's trying to point over here and communicate, and they don't pass it off very well. So Bo Nix, real quick, he sees there's a little bit of miscommunication. Nobody really goes with this receiver, and he's wide open. There's your under, and there's the guy that had worked out. He motioned all the way across, now he's working out, and he's working back in on this one. So right there works out. Boom, he sticks it, working back in. Not able to connect on this one, but right there, tons of space. This guy was supposed to slide down, probably play man-to-man against him, and he just ended up playing way off and playing safety. But right there, you can see, again, that concept. You got these guys running smash. You got that guy working under. He worked out and back in. This guy runs out for whatever reason. You'd think he'd be running a dig as well. But right there, we're able to connect. Got a guy wide open, though. Here's a great look at just a simple RPO. Again, the bang 8 RPO that everybody runs. As long as this one safety stays in the middle of the field and they play with this heavy box here at a bunch, which right here, they're just trying to run duo downhill. If they would have been too high, this would be a great look. Just run duo and they'll slide for a pretty explosive game. But right here on this one high stays right there. Nobody slides out of the box. Even if you're looking at Bo Nix's eyes and his body language right here, he goes right here looking at this strong side safety that doesn't roll back, because if he doesn't roll back, then he can't roll over. So right there, pulls it. He knows his guy's going to win right here. Rips it to him. Pretty tight window. Good throw and catch right there. Bang 8. Got to get it to him before that safety gets over there. Great job working those seams. Again, with those heavy sets, red zone goal line, those guys had to come down and play a one high look. And now you can work outside those bang 8s just like they do right here for a touchdown against Stanford.